following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
Welcome to the show with the
better,
smartest listener base of any show out there, not just on the Dallas Cowboys network,
Let's go.
Anywhere. We have the most informed, attentive, smartest,
handsome and cute,
likable, relevant listeners in the world. Welcome to the show. You are looking live. Man, it's kind of empty out there. It looks nice and peaceful. You're looking live at Tostitos Championship Plaza outside Ford Center here at the Star in Frisco. It is 82 degrees. Feels like 84.
Man, wow,
High
that's
today
nice.
of 85. A low tonight of 70. It's
Wow,
getting to be fall weather. That's damn near perfect weather. And we are here, gentlemen, on Victory Wednesday. We are going to take calls at some point. 888-855-2297.
What is you doing?
Who?
Were you not in the meeting yesterday?
Yeah, I was in the meeting yesterday. We're going to take calls at a certain time. If that was the case, I'd have just broke down hard on my
you
study.
were the one that wanted to an
That's
extra
what I'm
day
saying.
to study. We're doing everything
This
tomorrow.
is what I thought. This is what I thought, fellas. I thought this dude, I thought the great Shannon was going to come in and say, we're taking calls right now.
stop.
What's up, Stash?
Because Chris isn't back there running the phones right now.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, don't shortchange
out there,
Aaron.
he's
He's
out.
got it going on.
Well, no, the phones are across the room for Aaron, so I didn't know that he was back on his computer. He was back in the back of the lab working.
Hold on.
So, Aaron, you just let us
Your
know.
eyes ain't never opened up that wide.
You just let us know when you're ready, and we'll take calls.
Hold on. Chris ain't back there, but the Stash got it, man. Ain't the Stash back
Hey,
there?
before we take
stash.
calls, Kurt's got a question. Kurt had a Twitter question.
Oh, yeah.
We are a wreck. We are a mess today.
I was studying hard.
We're
There
over
it is.
here.
I got it.
We're over here putting ketchup and steak sauce on steaks, and
Yeah.
we're
We're
just
the
a
most
wreck.
structured
Structured.
podcast.
We screwed that up today.
Sorry, I had to look it up. Kenny Swisher texted us. Tweeted us, I guess. He wants to know.
We can't even get it right if it's a text or a tweet today.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry. He wants to know, can you talk about what you've seen from defensive tackle Bohanna? It's hard to see from TV footage.
It is, and he did an okay job. Sometimes he get a little high. I think he has to play a little bit lower, But what they gave up under 100 rushing again. They didn't get much. So we'll see this week because even though McCaffrey's out, they got the old Hubba dude from Oklahoma State. So they're going to try to run the ball, man, because they're going to try to take the air out of the ball because they ain't going to be able to stop us. Even though they got a number one ranked defense, they ain't going to be able to stop what we got on offense. Yeah. So we'll find out this week because he will be in the middle and the thick of things. Yes, he will.
When he was drafted, he was saying something about it. He's a linebacker's best friend because he eats up to.
Yeah, he eats up bodies, man. He's that steak y'all talking about. He ain't that high dollar steak. He ain't a first round steak. He's a 6th round pick. So he went
steak.
Cube steak. Yeah, real tough steak, man. Yeah,
new nickname. Tough steak.
Tough steak.
Cube steak.
Cube steak.
Cube steak.
Cube steak.
Cube steak.
See, let me tell y'all right quick, like.
Cube
Cube
steak.
steak.
Let me tell you what happened so we will let the fans know. Jesse was talking about he didn't know what a real steak was. And he quickly went to college and found out what a real steak was.
Yeah.
When he got in college, he went to a nice place to eat, and he said, "Can I get some steak sauce?" And the man came out of the back, the chef, like, he insulted the chef, like, "Can we help you?" And Jesse like, "Yeah, I want some steak sauce." He said, "Man, we can whip you up some
Worcestershire sauce
or something, but we don't do steak sauce at this restaurant."
Yeah.
So, and then Shannon came in talking about he did ketchup.
Yeah.
And I used to say, that was cube steaks.
Yeah. So that's what it was.
Yeah.
We all have to evolve.
I guarantee you there are people out there listening that have never eaten at a really nice steak restaurant because I never had, like Outback was when they opened up in West Monroe, Louisiana.
Right.
There was a line. It was a 4-hour wait.
Wow.
That's the nicest restaurant I'd ever been to before I came to Dallas. I guarantee you we have some listeners that don't understand, like, when you if you get your steak done, well done.
Oh, that's an insult.
Or you ask for steak sauce or ketchup for your steak.
That's fighting words for the chef.
They will come out of the kitchen and confront you just like that. Like, that's a real thing.
Is anything wrong here?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
what's the problem?
If you're paying, $50, $60 for a steak, like, you enjoy the steak.
Right.
Like, you don't need anything else on it.
Like, just eat it.
The steak, you get it blackened. You can get some, Béarnaise sauce on it or on the side.
You can get it butterflied. You can get you get some crab,
Lord.
what do they call it? Oscar. You can Oscar it up.
Yeah.
But that's about it, brother.
Don't dip it in nothing.
Don't ask for nothing else.
So that is how we got the way we opened up the show out of whack.
Yeah.
Yes.
That threw us all
Besides the fact that somebody said yesterday we was going to be doing calls.
Okay.
And that's what made me got excited.
Go ahead, Aaron. Tell us, who do we have on the phone?
Why do you let Nate get to you? Don't let Nate get you off your.
Real Anthony from Miami. What is up, my man?
What's up, my dude?
What's up, my dude?
Hey, look.
You killing me.
Just because we got Aaron running the phone don't mean he won't hang up on you. So do you know how to do this right? Don't do it the wrong way. Do it the right way, Anthony.
Hey, Shannon, I've been on great behavior. Come on now.
You have.
I've been giving that time up, man, lately, man. Now, real quick, my dudes. That blueprint, man, that blueprint seems to be working. I do like a quick little commentary for my minute and a half. That blueprint's working, man. Like, I jumped on Nate with the Ezekiel thing because I see it, man. I saw it in that game, and I told you I didn't want my boy throwing that many times, and he could be efficient. We can go back to that 2016 blueprint. We can go back to Troy and Nate and them and Emmett, my favorite player before that. We can go back to that blueprint. Keep it working on offense, man. Then sprinkle your tight ends and sprinkle your wide receivers in, man. But get them boys that ball, man. And that don't need to be thrown no more than 30 times. With that high 70% completion ratio, on offense, we straight. Now, that defense, let me tell you something. Y'all call Dak and Zeke culture changes, the 2-1-4 because of the Dallas area. I got something for your culture changes on defense. That's Liam, Liam. Check him up, baby. Check him up, baby. Them boys done. Look here, man. That's all I got to say. Liam, shake him up, baby. That's their name.
I will sound like some of that prison.
Thank you,
777-9311.
Sim and Lim, is that what he said?
7-11.
Oh,
He said
7-11.
7-11.
Yeah.
Okay.
7-11.
Yeah.
For Trayvon Diggs.
Got that right.
And Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
7-11.
I like it.
They are always there for your convenience.
888-855.
9311.
Yeah.
No, this best with you.
You like this combo? They're running Zeke's playing about 70-75% of the snaps, and Pollard's 30-35%, something like that. You liking that combination, that work?
I love the winning. See,
it's a great answer. I love it. It's a great answer. Whatever wins.
We talked about this
the
week before when Pollard went off for 100. A lot of people want to inundate me. I'm like, hold on now. I'm from the old school. I don't do fantasy football. I do winning. So I do winning for the football team. And as long as they winning, I have no problems. Now, if things go on an 8-game skid, then I'm gonna go who I like. So then I turn into fantasy.
You're
football.
okay with not calling mojo moments and missing extra points as long as you win it?
No. We have to get better each week. You agree, Jesse? We have to get better who we are each week.
Who was that?
Was that you?
Ain't
me. Kurt, is that you?
But now I am not gonna hold that against Coach McCarthy by not going with the mojo moment. I'm not going to hold that. But missing extra points against better teams, against a well-coached Matt Rule team, against a team that don't have a lot of penalties, don't make a lot of mistakes. Don't do that to us this week. Do what you have to do and excel, man.
All right. We go back to the phones. Got Tim in Lexington. Tim, welcome to the show.
Now, which Lexington is this?
Hey, guys.
Kentucky?
How are y'all today?
He's in Lexington, Kentucky.
Great, Tim. You in Kentucky?
He's like Illinois or something.
Lexington, Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 2 or 3 of them things.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
All right.
What I was going to touch base with y'all on is everything's going great. The offensive coordinator's looking great. The defensive coordinator's looking great. But I got this internal battle going on that dates back to last year, and we beat this horse to death with end of half, game management. And I go back to all 3 games this year, but also the other night, the one that no one's talking about, and I want you guys to tell me if I'm just too old school thinking in my ways. Not just I feel like they should have called the timeout on 3rd and 24, not the 4th and 5. But more than that, I texted my family members when they went for it on 4th and goal the second time, and they're up 13. The old school in me says, hey, style points don't matter. We got to make sure we win this game. We don't give those guys any life. I was hollering. I said, I don't care if they make the touchdown. I would kick the field goal here. Am I thinking too old school there? I mean, how do you guys feel about that? And I'll leave that to you. And Kurt brought up Pollard a while ago. I wanted to make the point about Pollard. One thing I love, he may be the quick guy, but I love the way he finishes his runs. He may be quick, but, man, he finishes with power, and he's usually falling forward. So thanks for letting me on, guys.
Yeah, all right. Thanks
Appreciate
for the call.
you. Lexington, Texas. We'll start with the end of half. I think everybody initially was like, hey, call a timeout. If you watch it on the Manning cast, Peyton Manning was upset about it. And then Mike McCarthy came out yesterday and he said, you know what? We took the conservative approach. We were already up. I like the way my defense was playing. Okay, cool. That's fine. But to Nate's point yesterday, these are moments, live in-game moments that you can use for betterment of your team. Yes, there's always the possibility of a fumble or something like that, right? But if we're going to play that way, then don't play at all. If you're going to play in that level of fear, that level of timidity, then don't play at all. But this was a moment where you could have got some real live 2-minute action, a timeout left, midfield, like figure something out. And then on first down, if you get a big chunk and you like the way it's going, ramp it up some more. If it's an incomplete or a bad run, you know what you can do? You can go ahead and just run the clock out. You know, you got the ability to go ahead and just run the clock out and go into the half and start fresh. I just don't want us to miss opportunities like that to use for Dak to get into 2 minutes, for Terrence Steele to get some 2-minute offense, for Cedric Wilson to get some of that 2 minutes. All those guys to get another rep and just to keep that momentum going for your offense. So I get what he said. He felt good about the way the defense was playing, how we were dominating, but I just don't like missing opportunities to add on to our. To add more tools to our toolbox.
That was some steak without the sauce there, baby. Go ahead on with the second question.
And then at the goal line, that to me that's a little bit of old school thinking, right? We live in this analytical world nowadays, and we're saying, yeah, the 3 points are fine, but and Nate, you can attest to this. There has to be a level of pride for the big boys up front.
Yeah.
When you get to 4th and inches,
we gonna score.
When you get to 4th and inches, you got that ain't got nothing to do with the play calling. That ain't got nothing to do with scheme. That ain't got nothing to do with fans. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You got to sit there and say, as an offensive lineman, and I'll let you speak on it because you know more than that. But as an offensive lineman, what is your mindset? 4th and inches?
We talking about this game, not back in my day. We talking about this game.
No, I'm talking about the offensive lineman mindset.
Okay, you want the mindset, then I'm going to give you this game, okay? Our mindset, we was getting that. The only time we never got it was the low left in Philly when 18 people were sitting in the hole. That's the only time we never got it. But I tried to tell everybody last week, they do it number 97 and number 91. And he ain't running up and down.
Well, Martin blew off Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, he did.
Martin pushed him out of the way.
But somebody got up
Hargrave got up in on Yachtish.
Wait, what did he do to Fletcher Cox?
I don't know. He pushed him back. What did I say?
I don't know.
I don't know what you said. But I'm going to tell you, this is what happened on this play. They got up under our center. Hargrave or one of those guys, they got up under our center and knocked him back 2 yards. Dak had to get up off of him and try to go. All number 86 had to do was block his man. That would have walked in.
And see, that's what I'm saying. Like that's just
because much like you say, it was a sinkhole. It was a sinkhole where Martin was. It was a sinkhole. Dak was getting ready to fall into the sinkhole, and here come 87, 86 guy. I'm like, block this guy, block. He didn't. It
was still a touchdown, but anyway.
Yeah.
Well, what happened? What happened? If it was a touchdown, what happened? That's the catch that Dez had. What happened?
Yeah,
I just won this game.
I just feel like, man, there's certain situations where, like, come on, like Tyler, be honest. You know, low man winning those situations. Like you, in your mind, you should think, man, I'm coming off. I'm going under the turf.
Ankle high, huh?
No, his first priority was get the ball to the quarterback. I'm telling you, this dude timed this so perfect, man. Even my boy Step Noski. But the difference was we'd have had Alfredo Roberts, a big blocking tight end, blocking that guy. And then we'd have had Larry Allen and Big E. Well, you wouldn't even have to worry about the center because Larry Allen and Big E would have opened up the stadium. So don't even worry.
Should they have
different
had
guys.
McGovern or another lineman out there? I mean, or could Schultz get to the guy?
Maybe, man. Maybe. They just won that one. But it was so early in the game, so not a game-changing play because I saw all during the week I've seen where guys was going for it. Early in the game and big plays like that early ain't determinative. Now, if that thing would have been late in the game, I'd have been nervous to death because that would have been a momentum builder. But that was so early. Nah, I ain't worried about that one.
All right, we're going to take our first break. We got somebody on the line, a very special caller that I got a problem with when we come back. And speaking of, whenever you said the Green Bay game, someone told me, I wasn't there, but I heard in the post-game press conference room when Coach McCarthy was talking to the media, Dez was at the game, and he walked by and opened up the door. He said, "That was the catch, Mike!" and walked out, and Coach McCarthy didn't know who it was, and he was just like, "Oh, yeah, okay, whatever."
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
How great would it be to travel to watch the Cowboys win on another team's turf? Pretty great. But honestly, just watching the game from anywhere but your house would be fun. Even a hotel bar with some guy named Phil from St. Louis who thinks Oakland still has a team. So whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com. Proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to the most searched podcast on the Dallas Cowboys Podcast Network. YouTube numbers only. Thank y'all for supporting us. Every search counts.
Yeah.
We got some new live reads today, fellas.
Ooh.
First one. Be the first to receive new offers, event info, and more when you sign up to receive text messages from the team. Text Cowboys to NFL DAL. That's 635-325 to receive 10% off your next Pro Shop order Message frequency may vary. Message and data rates may apply. What are you doing?
I'm trying to mess with you.
I'm focused, man. I can only do one thing at a time. You should know that. That's how we stay so structured on this show. I'm focused.
But now, one thing, you got another read or you through?
I'm done.
You beefing. I want to see your beef. It's rare you beef, man.
Yeah.
It's rare.
Let's welcome to the show somebody I got a problem with today, and I want to hear the explanation.
I know. Listen, man.
This is Eric. This is Eric from North Carolina, by the way. Long-time listener, long-time caller. We used to know what he was eating for lunch every Friday.
Yes.
One of the first guys to ever call in the show.
Right.
And I was looking forward to meeting Eric. Like I met Jay. So tell me what happened, man. Because here's what happened. I tried to link up with him before the game, and he couldn't get to his seats and couldn't get to the right section. And then in the game, obviously, I couldn't get up there. So then I sent him a message that said, "Hey, stay up there until the players leave the field, and I'll come find you in the stands, and we'll meet. We'll say hey and get pictures and put them on the show and all that." So tell me what happened, and wait. No, go ahead and tell me what happened, and I got a second part to this. Go ahead, Eric.
Okay, it took me an hour and a half to get inside the stadium, right? Because there's just so much going on.
Was you that drunk you couldn't find the door?
The doors were open. You didn't have to find the door. The doors are open.
Everybody stopping you, hugging you, giving you free beer. There's dance parties breaking out. It's like all kinds of stuff. Oh my God, I'm in heaven, and it took me like an hour to get inside. By the time I got inside, I wanted the complete opposite end of the stadium. I got like 4 different directions on how to get over there. It took me 45 minutes to get over there. Like the stadium is so huge, man. It's crazy. So I finally got over the game started, and then by the time you messaged me back, Shannon, we left. I'm trying to get to Jesse. I get to live. I don't know where Jesse is. I tweet Jesse. By the time he tweeted me back, we left. We had some brunch pizza. It was so good. I ate so good up there. I love Texas, man. I'm going to try to move out there.
What I've gathered, he loved being lost. He loved free beer, and he loved eating, but he don't want to meet the guys.
No. Oh, man, I was just heartbroken. I didn't meet him, man.
I don't even know if he made it to the game. I think he's too drunk. He just stayed in the parking lot.
Listen, y'all. I was on the big screen. Me and my friend was on the big screen. They put the cameras on us. And I just died at that moment. I just couldn't believe it. That's like
you probably was so football intoxicated and inebriated that you didn't even realize what was happening to you in those moments.
So video from the big screen.
Did y'all fly or drive back? Did y'all fly or drive here?
We flew in,
so
man.
Back on the plane, all he was doing was like, I was on TV. I ate good.
Yeah. Oh my God,
I was in the stadium.
Texas, I've been many places in my life, Nate. There's no place like Texas, man. There's no place like Texas.
Just want to let you know, people, don't consider moving here. We're full. We're full.
Houses cost a lot out here, bro.
Trust me, they are a grip. We are full. We don't want any more neighbors. We love visitors. We love visitors. Come visit us. Come eat, drink, and be merry. Watch football and all of that. But you got to go home. We full here in Texas. We full.
Man, I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to get off. With Trayvon Diggs got that pick six, you can feel this huge building shake. It was just mind-blowing. If any Cowboy fans out there that's listening, not even non-Cowboy fans, if your team's coming in town, experience that at least once in your life. Put that on your bucket list. There's no better venue. There's no better stadium. And there's no better group of fans in the world than the Dallas Cowboy fan base, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to remember this from 80, 90 years old. I promise you guys. And next time I'm coming there, I'm going to get y'all a dress and come to y'all house. How about that? That's no way around. I'm going to beat y'all next time I'm down there, man. All right? Cowboys for life. And Shannon, I'm so sorry, Shannon. I tried my best, Shannon. I tried my best, man.
It's
but
okay.
Next time, though, brother. Next time.
All right, we'll get you next time. No problem, man. We just giving you flag.
Where's Mr. Jones at?
Thank you, Eric.
Love y'all, man.
We'll show you a little grace this time,
Yeah, man. We'll let it slide.
Thank y'all.
Yes, sir.
Next time, when we make it to the playoffs, I'm going to be in the playoffs. That's 100% guaranteed when we make it to the playoffs. That's probably the earliest I've been to make it. Then, It's on and popping, guys. I'll see y'all then.
All right, Eric. All right.
Cowboys for life.
All right.
Bye, Shannon. Bye, Nate.
Cut him off. Cut him off, Chris. Cut him off, Chris.
I love y'all.
We'll let him slide. Where you at in Texas Live?
I'm at the Revolver Room. It's all over my Twitter. I don't know how do you tweet me? And literally every other post I post where we're at.
Dude, he was drunk.
Yeah, he was on cloud nine.
He probably didn't even make it to his seats. He thought he did. He wasn't on the video board. His friend probably videoed him on his phone.
He probably thought that looked like us.
I tell you what, though, if we ever need a promo to sell tickets, we got to get Eric because he sold that place.
Just take that right there, cut it up, put it on your next promo.
You know when he realized he missed y'all when he was on the plane, he woke up. Oh, Jesse Shannon. Wow, I was supposed to. Yeah, that's when he realized he missed y'all.
Oh man,
that's funny.
That's great. That's great. All right,
I got a Twitter question if you want.
Yes.
Got a call too.
Oh, which way you want to go?
Go Twitter real quick.
All right. He wants to know, Jason Garrett always had us prepped well, but wasn't as good of a game day coach. What does McCarthy bring to the table? This is from at @Clarky32. Clarky.
Are we sure he had us prepped well?
I'm letting you. I'm not saying. My mama told me if I ain't got nothing good to say.
My understanding was Garrett was pretty good leading up to the game, but he always got criticized for game day management. But I wasn't.
My thing is this: we watched this football team the last couple years of his tenure, and the thing that we always saw on the football field was they came out slow. Mm-hmm. They weren't assignment alignment sound, right? The mistakes, the mishaps, the missed opportunities. That don't sound like somebody who got you prepared well to go into that football game. Because I'm sorry. You don't put in the proper level of work all week long, and then all of a sudden you have consistent brain farts on Sunday. So I think a lot of times that Jason would get in front of people and he would sound structured. It's like us. Like we can say that we're structured and we can make it sound good, and Shannon can say it at the beginning of every show. And you can, and if this is your first time listening, you'll think like, man, this show is really structured. But if you know us,
they prepare.
Once game time happens, once game time takes off, we off the rails. Yeah. We are off the rails. Unfortunately, there is no score being kept for us, and people are enjoying our content.
McCarthy having them a little better prepared, or maybe it's Quinn and Moore having a little better prepared.
I think Quinn and Moore. Here's what I also think. I think Quinn and Moore have them prepared.
Who?
Quinn and Moore.
Quinn, I thought you were saying Quinn and Moore. I was like,
Quinn and Moore.
Quinn and Moore
have them prepared. But I think there's a level of accountability in that locker room. I think those guys who came in and were very young early on have matured to a place like we don't talk about it enough. We talk about the Tony Pollard, Zeke Elliott situation. We don't give enough credit to the maturity level that Zeke has shown over the last couple of years. Like he has come to a place of maturity that I didn't think he was going to get. I thought, I'm not going to lie, I thought he was going to be one of those just doofball knuckleheads and just with all his talent and never live up to it because of his off-field issues and his inconsistent silliness. That dude has matured. He talks different. He works different. He acts different. And your star players are the ones that are holding each other accountable. It ain't your Jesse Hollies of the world where I'm like, hey, guys, let's do right. And they're like, shut up. You're on the cutting block every week, dummy. Like, we shouldn't see you just work. But it's your Dak Prescott's. Right? When he's like, they're at our field in the summertime and we're working. It's your Ezekiel Elliott's. It's your Tanks. It's your young guy like Micah Parsons now that's making guys have to step their game up. So it's a lot of that now. And then the backing of it is we have coaches that are like, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, there is a penalty that comes along with it. And I'm telling you, it's something about that pond that changed your mind.
I'm gonna tell you
something about that pond that changed your mind.
I have to agree 100% with you, Jess.
As you always should.
Because it is hard. It is hard when you see a guy, first round pick, linebacker, taking every rep of anything new. Okay, we need a defensive end. You got veterans who we brought in here. You don't even get a look. Yeah. A rookie get the first look. We need a special guy to cover a tight end. The rookie get the first look. That make a veteran say, whoa.
Yeah. Guy gets popped in the ribs in a blowout and he comes back in the game.
I saw a guy, and I'm not going to call his name, but I'm proud of him, lining guys up into the right place, telling guys, no, get over here. You know, Jalen was lining guys up and knew what to do himself. And last year, it couldn't have been that bad where you just couldn't comprehend none of it. He was lost most of last year. This year here, early in the year, I'm seeing this guy line up people, man, making plays, doing the best he can, playing within the limits of his game. That comes because you brought in competition, next man up. It ain't no game. That competition is real. And you
Something
ain't
about
the next
that
man up.
That changed your mind.
And then you got the rookie in the post-game press conference saying, I don't want to come off the field. I want to play every play.
Right.
Like, you know, and tell you what, you alluded to it earlier, Jesse. We talked about it, I think maybe it was last year, the offseason, about culture and championship teams are built in the offseason. We had Cedric Wilson on the show last night on Cowboys Hour with me and Brad Sham, and we were talking about kind of the same thing. And he said, I think we started gelling as a team in April. Mm-hmm. When we got out on the field and we go to dinners together, and he said, he was alluding to the off the field stuff that you guys have talked about on this show before. It's not what happens on Sunday. Mm-mm. It's not what happens during the week. It's what happens after you're off the clock. You know, before you have to be in the building. Like, what are you doing to build that chemistry? And it sounds like they got some. Who's
Barry Church? He eating donuts. Look, you come down here with a box full of food and shaking your head like that's going to help you get a dub. No. You're going to get worked.
Wow. I like to hear that. I'll tell you like this.
I like Barry Church, but it is what it is.
I like donuts.
Yeah.
What I like about the Cowboys and what I like about this upcoming opponent, if you've beaten the people you were supposed to beat, your toss-up game, which I thought the San Diego game was a toss-up game. We didn't know how it was going to go. Coming off of the close loss to the Tampa Bay Bucs, you won it.
Yep,
you found a way to win. And then you did what you did last week. You did it in a convincing fashion. Now you playing a pretty smart team. You better than this team, I think, athletically. You know, even though I see a lot of the old Cowboys in what Coach Rule is doing, I see because he like isolated players. Like before the kid got hurt, the running back McCaffrey. He was it. He was the run game. Yeah. He was the catch back. Well, they got more. DJ Moore. He is it. And they got other guys they sprinkle in. That way we had Mike, we had Emmett, we had you know who they players are. You know.
And you're right, Nate. Before we go to break, Nate's right. You beat the dog out of a team you were supposed to beat.
Yeah.
You won a close game on the road.
Yes.
Dirty, ugly game, and you got that moral victory in Tampa Bay that you were supposed to get.
No,
we'll be right back on
No, you can stop that fool. You can stop that.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So, to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. When there's work to be done, a real workhorse can make all the difference. Like the Range Boss package. Our 5075E John Deere 75 horsepower tractor features a bell spear and loader and starts at $369 per month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay. No surprises. It works like a horse, so you don't have to.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now, let's get to work.
Boys.
Download the official app of the Dallas Cowboys to get access to in-market game broadcasts, mobile tickets, daily podcasts, live pregame and postgame shows, game updates, and more. Downloading the app or Google Play stores now. Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holly, Nate Newton, Shannon Gross. This is Hanging with the Boys. And tonight, Nate, you and I have a very special guest on Crosstalk tonight at 7 o'clock.
And who is that?
It is Patrick Creighton.
Wow. Yeah.
You talking about somebody that tells it like it is.
What a loser he is.
Oh.
No, I'm playing. I love PC. That's one of my good friends. I love PC.
He's scared. He's kind of like you. He's very opinionated.
Weren't you?
We were teammates
The whole time you were here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he went.
Well, no. The last year, they got rid of him.
And then
they traded him.
He went to San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We have a special caller. Chris said, "Get to the phones as quick as we can." Who do we have on the phone, Chris?
We got someone who's waiting for Jesse, I'm assuming. Andrew from England.
Hey, I'm here, Andrew. What's up, brother?
Listen, I need to correct something. I weren't crying when you went on the show last time. I was disappointed, but I weren't crying like the boys.
Okay, let him know that
Well, it's always an honor to come on the most searched Dallas Cowboys podcast on the YouTube channel.
Yes, sir.
Hanging with the Boys, with or without the G. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Just a quick question, because I know you're busy and the phone lines are rammed. It's always good to talk to you, gentlemen. I hope you're having a great day. Just a very quick question. The addition of Michael Parsons, how much pressure has that taken off the defense? Nate, you touched on it just before the advertisements and said how well Jalen is organising the defense. How much of that is down to the Michael Parsons effect and taking pressure off the rest of the boys on the defense?
Well, I think it adds pressure. When you have a young guy like that comes in and absorbs the defense, and does the right thing and line up and don't blow assignments, that leaves no room for a veteran. That leaves no room, because you can say what you want, you can prance how you want, but we have a coaching staff finally that is a penalty if you don't know what to do. So when they're over there and this kid is studying all the film and beating you to the place, you have to, as a veteran, step up your game or get replaced.
But I also think, and I get what you're saying, as it being pressure, but I also think it takes off pressure from the defense, because when you have special players, Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, DeMarcus Ware, Charles Haley, Dion, they erase mistakes. Right? You may be out of coverage. A guy may have busted a coverage, fell, but because Micah Parsons is so good, he beats his man and gets a sack, or he gets a pressure and he gets a hurry. Or if someone may have missed, their hole, he's bounced over two holes and made the tackle. Things like that. He had a play in the game the other night where if he doesn't tip the ball, the pass goes to Miles Sanders in the flat, and it's him and one defender and a whole lot of grass. And because Micah Parsons is so athletic and so instinctful and so just a dog, he kind of stops, peels back, jumps up, tips the ball. It's an incomplete pass. You talk about little things in the game that can be momentum changers. That would have been a momentum changer, because it was nothing but and say what you want about Miles Sanders and whatnot. I don't think there's too many defenders that we have on our team that I want to have to deal with Miles Sanders in open space. We ain't been one that has been surefire tacklers in open space. That could have been an ugly situation. But a guy like Micah Parsons can come in there and erase what may have been something huge because of just how athletic, instinctful, impactful that he is as a just all-around player and just a junkyard dog.
Thank you for the call, Andrew.
Andrew, I know you're happy. Now you're going to tell everybody you wasn't elated, you wasn't jumping off the couches and all of that, because you cried the other day with my man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for listening, man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
That accent is just amazing.
I know. We definitely have the most diverse fan base of any show. We just adding to the list.
Yeah. And I just hope
the list just continues to grow.
Are listening, man. I hope that certain people are listening and is seeing the diversity of what this show brings.
And you know what else? Have you noticed the show that comes after ours? They get here a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And earlier. They just want
what are these guys
They
doing
just want some of this magic to rub off on them.
Mojo! moment.
It's tough when we got a show full of Dak Prescotts and Micah Parsons on our show, and they fiddling and dealing around with a bunch of Jalen's. It's just tough to compete.
But you know what?
It's tough to
Jalen
compete.
much better, bro.
Jalen
much better.
They're getting better. They keep hanging around us. The Micah Parsons of the podcast and the Dak Prescott of the podcast, they too can be better.
It's okay though because there's 4 of us on this show, so we got plenty of balls to go around.
What?
You said the Dak Prescotts and the
you know what?
Right?
Just had to go there.
Why did you get so? You got excited when we did the Cup Talk last week, and you come back to this week. I don't. You know.
We got one more call before we get out of here, Chris. Who we got?
Bruce in Illinois. Please save us, please.
Bruce, what's up, Bruce?
Is this Chicago, Illinois, or this another Illinois and Texas?
No. Glen Carbon, Illinois, Jesse.
Where's that at?
Where is that?
Like Illinois.
By St. Louis. By St. Louis.
Okay, all right. Because Texas.
You can say, you making that.
You got Paris.
The region
Texas,
is in his voice. Don't get him upset. The
Sorry.
region is in his voice. Thank you.
What's going on?
Thank you, Jesse. I mean, Nate.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a country boy, but anyway, I want to thank Kurt, Jesse, Nate, and Shannon for taking my call. And hey, Hanging with the Cowboys, #1 podcast on DallasCowboys.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go.
You absolutely right.
How you guys like that win?
You know, it was all right.
Winning makes me football horny, so I'll take it. I'll take wins anytime I can.
I'm excited.
Over Philadelphia, man, I'm excited. Anytime we beat on Philadelphia and Washington, I'm good.
I tell you what, man, and the coach, man, I never put on another beat the Cowboy, because I rode him on the shows I was on. I was after him. Yes, sir. Man, ain't nothing gonna happen to me, but something gonna happen to him. Yeah, quick firing, bro.
Well, Shannon, on Anthony Brown, I guess I got to give you a break this week, but we got to keep the pressure on him, and Tavon is keeping the pressure on him to make him play.
Yes, sir. Let's back off of him for a week. Let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens when Joseph comes back. We'll see what. Give him a chance. We'll see.
Well, the other guy asked my question, so Jesse answered that and got that out. So I'm thinking, what do you guys think is the strengths and the weaknesses going into this game Sunday? And you guys have a good week, and I'll talk to you next week.
Hey, thank you for calling. Great to hear from you.
Kurt?
We'll get into a lot of that tomorrow, but the weakness, it sounds like it's going to be their fast defense. You guys were talking about that a little bit in the break, and hopefully our strength will obviously be our multi-weaponed offense. So strength against strength.
What do you think, Nate?
Man, I'm just, Jesse, when Jesse brought up that speed, I'm still looking at film. Our offensive line got to play. They got 14 sacks, bro, and they coming from everywhere. They got to be mentally sharp and physically sharp.
Did I hear right that they're the #1 ranked defense across the board, right?
Across the board,
almost every category, right?
Points and yards, I think so.
So we ain't seen this
turnovers.
yet.
We got turnovers. They got everything else.
They got everything else.
But they ain't played nobody.
But again, what do you want them to do?
Yeah.
Same thing you said about Philadelphia, right? If you play nobody, then be dominant.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
They played New Orleans, so you can't say they haven't played
I guess
anybody,
that's
and
true.
they beat them like a
That's the
drum.
50-50 game that they play, right? They had the 50-50.
These are the scores: 19-14, 26-7. 24-7. So the people that ain't been nothing, they done beat them down.
All right.
I felt really good about this game, but now y'all making me feel
Bringing the room down. Come on now.
All right, fellas.
Hey, Clarky's calling us out on his question. He tweeted. He said we didn't answer it. He said he asked us what McCarthy brings to the table, and we went into other Garrett.
What
we went
McCarthy
into
brings to the
Well,
table.
we let his partner talk about it.
What Freaky Mike's bringing to the table? He
wins, baby, wins. That's what he's bringing this year.
Wins, baby, wins. No, I do still think he brings a wealth of knowledge. Like we give Quinn a ton of credit, and we give Kellen Moore a ton of credit. Kellen Moore is not sitting in that meeting room by himself. Like Mike still has a ton of football knowledge from his New Orleans days, from his San Fran days, from his Green Bay days. He brings that to the table. And he's the stand-around coach, so you don't get a chance to kind of see fully his impact. But trust and believe behind closed doors when they're putting together game plans offensively, Mike is the one who is in there with Kellen Moore brainstorming idea sharing, spitballing. He has a lot of information. You don't get to this place in your career and win a Super Bowl. Yes, you had a great quarterback, but he has a wealth of knowledge, and so that's what he brings to the table.
All right, Kurt, thanks for being here. Jesse, good seeing you. Nate, I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock on Crosstalk.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my
Patrick Creighton. Chris, thanks for keeping us on the air, manning the phones. Aaron, thanks for holding it down till Chris could get back. And William, thanks for keeping the live streams up. We will be back tomorrow. Man, it's already Thursday tomorrow, man. The week has flown by.
What are we talking about tomorrow?
Everything. Offense, defense, both sides.
Carolina versus
We're
Cowboys.
cramming it all in.
Sure?
Yeah, 100%. Watch your film on all of it, because everything. Because we got to take calls again Friday.
Okay, that's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Tweets and calls Friday.
Mama Grows Friday. No more cinnamon rolls for a while, Mama Grows.
Bring me some of that praline then, since I missed the cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, don't bring the wood and from rolls. So
all right, we'll be back tomorrow. Hanging with the boys. See ya.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys? Yeah!